There's something that's been on my mind recently, and that's the subject of fear. Most people are afraid to leave their 9-to-5 jobs. They're afraid to get out of what's comfortable for them and go start a business of their own. I started my business in helping small business owners and entrepreneurs find success in moving their businesses online. The biggest thing that helped me in doing that was overcoming fear. Fear can be crippling. It has a tendency of doing that. And a lot of people, they never overcome that fear. They want that safety and security of having, a full-time job with benefits. And that's okay. I mean, if that's something that you're comfortable with and it provides for your family and that's what you want to do and you feel fulfilled in doing that, then yeah, do that. But for me, I never felt fulfilled in that thing. And so I was working as a web developer. I'd come into work, I'd sit down in my cubicle, and I'd hammer it out day after day after day. Same thing, same story, just different chapter, every week. And that just wasn't me. I was getting underpaid and overworked, that whole classic story. And so I decided to quit my job. I was trading my time for wages. And fear was the one thing holding me back. For years I'd thought about doing it, but I never jumped out and did it. And when I finally did, it was very liberating. I learned a lot of things. And one thing is, when you fall flat on your face, you got to pick yourself back up. The classic Batman story, Bruce, why do we fall down? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up. Fear can be a big thing for people. It can keep them from making a new step in their life. It can stop them from changing a characteristic in their life that people have told them they need to change, but they're just uncomfortable with doing it. I overcame that fear by just going out and doing it. I forced myself to meet new people, and I lost a lot of friends right in the beginning because I just looked like a weirdo. And when I jumped into doing my own business, that was huge. How am I going to provide for my family? I had a baby on the way at the time, and I'd just been married. And so it was like, how am I going to jump out and start this whole new thing? Here's the key. I just jumped out and I did it. And it was rough at first, like I said before. It's the consistency that paid off in the end. I was consistent in my work ethic. I was consistent in what I did. And now, I have the freedom to come out to places like this whenever I want, not have to worry about a job, not have to worry about getting things done, because I've got a process. I've got a business that's running itself. I've got something that's working for me. And though I may not be rich, though I may still have debt, though we're still working on achieving things, those things are now possible. I can't tell you the freedom and the feeling that gives you when you step out and you see that there's something that's possible that was unattainable before. I went to college, right? I got good grades in high school. I graduated with high honors. I went to college. I did my 4 years, and I got a job that paid me slightly more than the debt I had. And so after expenses, it was going to take me years to pay off that debt. Now I have the opportunity to, as long as I put in the effort, as long as I continue to push through the fear and do something new each and every day, to invest in myself, to educate myself, I'm going to overcome that debt very quickly. A lot quicker than I would if I stayed in a normal job. If you put in the hard work up front and you face your own fears, I tell you, anything's possible. God has given each one of us a passion, a desire, a set of skills, something to be used. And I'm not saying you should just go out and quit your job, but what I'm saying is, if you've been given a passion and a desire to achieve something, you can do that, whether it's part-time, whether it's just getting a little something going on the side, or whether that is quitting your job and just running into it full force. One of the biggest influences in my life was having a mentor, was having someone who could teach me when I did wrong, who give me good feedback, who give me, it will tell it to me straight when I'm doing something wrong. And you learn from others' mistakes, and you learn from investing in yourself. See, the more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you are to those who are in your contact list. If I can tell you anything, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, overcome your fear. Decide to do something different today. Even if you improve just 1% every single day, that's 1% better than you were the day before, right? That's something that everyone can do. And anybody can achieve greatness. They just have to set it in their mind. They have to set it in their philosophy, in their heart, that I can achieve this. And so long we've told ourselves that I've got to be perfect. I've got to do what everyone tells me to do. I got to do what society expects me to do. But if you've got a burning passion in your soul, like I did to become an entrepreneur, let me tell you, it's possible. It's possible and you can do it. And like I said, I'm not that successful yet, but the key phrase is yet, because I'm committed. I have a commitment to adding value to myself, to learning personal skills, and to overcoming fear. That's my 2 cents. I hope it's something you can use in your daily life. This place is beautiful. Thanks for hanging out. Like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next time.